Okay, I guess I'll just appear today. Well, anyway, hey, first stream of SUBtember. Hopefully I get a couple more subs. Thanks for the sub earlier, Tar. Um, yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of Star Citizen today, because it's gonna be a chill one. Well, we got music playing, but I'm not gonna make the thing pop up, because, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's something good for you, for the VODs. But I figure if there is a song that someone wants to know the name of, I'll just do like I used to, and I'll just call out its name. Or maybe I'll just push the button and make it pop up on screen. But, yeah, I figure we'll do some Star Citizen and get the boxes for, ArcCorp. But it does depend, because, if there's trolls, we're probably good. We'll go and we'll probably try switching servers and see if we get any better luck that way. Actually, do any of these guys got, small servers? Ooh, that's pretty small. Not as small. Not as small. We'll join on them. They're in my org, so... Or, I'm in the org they're in, so... Might be one of those things where who knows, if there is problems, I can always just call for backup or something. Maybe. But yeah, I think we'll go for a few hours. Mostly I'm just kind of curious how well, viewership is during these hours. So, I figure we'll try to squeeze in a stream today and tomorrow for that. I'm not sure what games I'm exactly gonna play, it's just gonna be a case of whatever I feel like. Like, today I almost went Broken Arrow, but it was like, Alright, I forgot we were logged out here. It's in here? Okay. Yeah, and I don't get it. So, you might see that I got these two big-ass cargo containers here. They're just leftovers from, one of the things, event things I did. You know, for the cargo things for, ArcCorp. So it's like, I don't know why they're here. Don't got any, I got nothing. Just, they're here. Oh, I guess I gotta change up my loadout a bit. Yeah, I'll throw that in there. I'll throw this in here. I might as well just empty out my pockets. I don't need to bring pew-pews with me. We'll still keep what's on the chest plate just because I'm lazy and that does respawn. Oh, I'm gonna actually restock it a bit. So what I want to do, 2 more... And, take it from that one. There we go. Yeah, the only other thing I can think of worth mentioning is, I've taken the silencer off of this gun, because I kind of found that, it's more worth doing the damage against bots. But I'm also kind of curious how, well, I guess this is matter for YouTube. I mean, the VOD's gonna go up at the same time anyways, but I'm curious how it works out for you guys with the time. I guess so I could try with the VODs, trying different times. Like, I mean, if I released them in the morning, maybe that's better? I don't know. I'm not too worried about YouTube. Right now, my biggest concern is, we're gonna go to ArcCorp, because... Actually, I can show this, after we get a ship. Yeah, we'll go... I also turned one of my other ships into an Asgard, because, found out I had a coupon for that, so... You know. This thing gets free paint, so might as well get that paint. So far, the ship has been pretty nice. It is still, something that I would not want to take into a fight, but it is nice as a transport. It's a fun vehicle for that. The only other thing I got was is just what you call it, all the new chatter about the medical gameplay in Star Citizen, cause it is a mixed bag. Cool. What is with with stations and doing this? Because it's like if I'm in my hangar, no problem. Every ship comes up perfectly fine. I go to any other state to any other planet, no problem. Hangar comes up fine. I go to any station, and it's just like your ship is half in the pad, upside down or vertical. And it's like I don't get it. Why is it like that? I mean, as cool as the animation is and all of that, I would prefer if Star Citizen just got rid of the animation and just, you know what you call it, just, hangar looks like how it looks right now. I touch the console, I wait a second, and then, boop, the ship just appears a foot off the ground and flops onto the ground. I mean, I'm someone who will take it's a game and just accept game logic for the sake of it makes the gameplay better. Because, you know, as cool as this is, the hangar shutting, all the lights flashing, the atmosphere it provides, and it presenting a ship in the way it does, very cool. I love that they have it in here. But, I mean, I'm not sure how they could get to fix it otherwise. Seeing how consistently this happens, it does seem like something that they should have gone and been like, you know what, let's just keep working on it, and we'll have game logic just sit there for now. It seems like it works, though, if you're in the hangar. So maybe what they need to do is just make it so that when you spawn in, your hangar spawns in so that you can then board, you know, go to your hangar and then pick the ship. Maybe that's what they need to do. But yeah, and actually, just because we're using this, it kind of reminds me of, I wish I streamed last night, because we did a bit of running around, in Star Citizen with, the org. I didn't expect that to happen. It was just one of those things where it's like one of them put out a medical rescue, and I went, sure, I can do that. It'll take me 10 minutes. Hopped in, found out that it was a team that went down, but nonetheless, went in there, took a little bit of, a little longer than what I was expecting since it was a lot more dangerous, but, you know, we got in there, we got ahead and picked him up, and, then just kind of kept going from there, and was like, huh, I didn't expect any of that. Why is there a... I'm gonna assume that that's just a visual bug, that Atlas out there. But yeah, all kinds of changes. Oop. I only had to throttle forwards a bit. I should probably have this thing with the throttle limiter on, because, short-handing this enable auto slowdown, I've turned it off by default. So it's now I gotta turn it on manually inside of ships that I do want it on. Just because it's like, well, having the manual speed thing is nice, or... Some ship blew up out here. Because, you know, for some of the ships, it makes no difference. It's more of a hindrance. The Polaris, for example. And it's like, yeah, it's fine in most situations, but some of the ships I find they're a little too nimble, so it's like you gotta turn it, I need to turn it on for them. Uh... Yeah, I've kind of been having a bit of fun with my new ship. Like I was saying though, it's very much in that area. It's like, yeah, it's so-so. I don't think I'd recommend it to anyone, but it's not a bad ship. I think the biggest issue I have is in the midsection here. It might be easier to see on this side. We see what. Actually, I'll just go to the door. We got a trip ahead of us. But you know, like the view out of the bridge, the cockpit is very nice. I do enjoy that. It's got this nice little area for weapons and junk. Suit lockers over here. Like a snack machine over here. We got a bathroom and a bedroom in here. I think this is the bathroom. Yeah. So, you know, nothing too impressive over there. Your little living quarters over here are good enough. I don't need it, anything fancy. Just gonna jump down this way. Yeah, anyway. Here's where the side doors are. We're gonna open one and hope we don't fall out of the ship. If so, that's gonna be an oops. But, you know, you got this little side door here, and the cool thing is, you got the, this turret here that you can deploy. The problem is, the turret has almost no field of fire. It's like, yeah, I kind of, I think they should have mounted it on this side of the door, so at least then it can fire up more forwards. But, I don't know. It's probably better just to have people stand here and shoot out than use this thing. But, other than that, it's, get this frozen, there we go. Other than that, it's not bad. I mean, biggest thing is you can kind of stuff, you know, a bunch of different vehicles in here, so that's nice. It's a good little transport for that purpose. Which is kind of why I picked it up. And also because the vehicle that, the Aquila that this was, never got flown, because I had a Phoenix, and I just like the Phoenix more. Oh, that's why we stopped. I don't know why, the game does this a lot, where it just stops you mid-jump. It's like, it has no reason to stop us, we're still out in the middle of nowhere, we didn't get interdicted, and if we did, then it's probably a troll because of the fact that it's like, you know, what you call it, they're hoping to go and get something, and we got literally nothing. Oh, I guess we got a box of I don't know what loot. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, the gun emplacements. They're, oh, now you can see the door. Very nice. They're very bad. I kind of wish that they had made it so that, either the turret was able to swing out more, and, you know, like, maybe it get extended a little platform out for the gunner to stand on. Or, actually, thinking about it more, it's just one of the things where it's like, this... I love this game. It's very fun. And I do enjoy the passion that goes into it with all the sorts of things that they do with it. But at the same time, there's so many things in it that just to me feel illogical. And is entirely done purely for core fuel. And it's like, I can get it to some extent, but if you're also going to try to keep some element of realism, with like they're trying to do, then I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too. Because, for example, this is the future. Like, one of their newest postings tells you it's the 30th century or something like that. And, there should be no need to make such a big and costly, and dangerous, position, such as a manned turret that is, like, on the underside of this thing. Every turret in this game should be a remote turret. They should operate the same way as the manned ones, where they give you that same information layout, but it should be remote. I mean, granted though, this comes from an American perspective, and in the military, where it's like, yeah, no, look, we just do things in the sense where it's like, no, this is just the most efficient for it. Like, I don't know about the Tu-95, that one might have a manned turret in the back, but I'm pretty sure it's a remote turret. Like, anyway, moving forwards, because the B-52, it did have a manned turret, but when the technology was there, they said, move the gunner up to the cockpit with the pilot and them, better communication, and we'll make it a remote turret. So it got a remote turret until they went, well, you know what, it's kind of pointless to have all that excess weight. Let's just make it a jammer and get rid of the whole system. You know, and I mean, these ships are so big, it's like, I don't think there's any, especially since it's like you got the manned turret down there. It's like you got the room, if you removed the chute that is required for the gunner to get to their position, you could put the electronics to make that turret operational. And then they could make it so that it's like somewhere behind me is just that seat where the gunner sits. It's a remote turret, and they get the same efficiency. But, you know, it's this game is weird like that. And I don't blame it for it, because, I mean, they're trying to go for cool over logical. Yeah, my rambling made me overshoot. That's not a big deal. But, anyway, moving forwards from that is the medical play. A whole bunch of fun news about that one. But, again, this is just where their logic and their cool fuel kind of make it confusing. Because, what I've been hearing, when the PTU has the medevac, I might go check it out. But right now, it's like there's nothing there that makes me want to look. But, for right now, from what I hear, it is, what is today's, Saturday the something is. The 6th. So, you know, today's Saturday the 6th, as of this, stream and recording. And the current news is, oh, did we get a hanger that's on the side? I thought it was above. Oh, okay. But anyway, so news right now is, if you have a medical ship, or a ship with medical beds on it, you do not get, the med gel, the new, ammunition, or resource for use of them back if you claim the ship. And it's like, okay, I guess that makes sense. If everyone else didn't get their stuff back too. Cause, and they cost 100K, so using my, the way that I plan to set up my Apollo, oh, I forgot, I could explain one more thing. So, the medical resource, it costs 100K to go and purchase one. And, one use of this container will give you one respawn. Or, half of one of these containers will give you one treatment at a medical bed, regardless of how many injuries or what tier they are. So, you know, if I go into a bunker and I rescue someone and I get shot up and I have 3 tier 1 injuries, a tier 2 injury, and a tier 1, I lie down on the medical bed, I click the thing to go and make it so that all of those things are selected, and then I say treat. And it says, okay, that's 50,000 of the 100,000 units inside of this med gel. So you go, okay, that's cool. It's the same cost if it's one injury that is, or one singular tier 3. So that's why I say it's per one, it's half a revive per treatment. So, you know, that seems a bit weird, but okay. I think it really should just be broken down into being something insanely cheap per injury instead of per, treatment. But whatever. So they get that. I don't agree with it. Oh, I should claim some fighters here. I kind of forgot I need to have things to, fly. Well, this is our first flight here, so it's to be expected. Come on. Oh, okay. But, what was I gonna say? Right. So you know what you call it. This Pisces, it can do 2 treatments or 1 revive. We'll just use it because it's on screen. And so it's like, okay, that's fine. It's 100,000. They want to make it so it's expensive, so it's hard to go and revive. And oh well, that's right. I was using the Apollo because it's you know, the way I'll have it set up. Tier 3 med beds give you 1 respawn, and a tier 2 or a tier 1 medical bed, the higher up ones, they'll give you 2 respawns. So you know they can hold twice as much. But the tier 4 or tier 1 says it holds 4 times as much as the tier 3. So it leaves me a bit confused. I should probably turn my mic down a bit because it's almost peaking. There, that's probably better. Anyway, so yeah, they say that the tier 2 and tier 1s will give you 2 respawns. So if that's the case, why doesn't the tier 1 give you 4 respawns since it holds twice as much as the tier 2? And it uses 100,000 SU. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to go ahead and ignore that for a second here. Because the biggest issue that I find is, if I scroll all the way down to my Polaris, and I claim that thing here, I gone ahead and decided just for a laugh, I want to go and fire all the torpedoes in that thing. So we go ahead and take the thing out, we get into whatever skirmishes we want, we park the thing somewhere off in the distance, we lock up our targets, and yeet 4 torpedoes at a time. So, you know, we don't even care that that was just, what, 2.8 million credits launched at a singular target for a bounty that probably paid us 100,000. But not the point. So we just fire 4 torpedoes at the target. We do this until we fire all the torpedoes out of that thing. Now our price is roughly 20 million credits. It would cost 20 million credits just to replace the torpedoes alone in that thing, if we fire all 28 of them. But nah, screw that. I'm not paying for it all. I'll just claim it again and get it all back. So, you know, kind of cool, kind of helpful since it lets you have fun in the game and lets you go ahead and kind of bypass the ridiculous prices that they have in this game that make it so it's like, I mean, you can't, it's either you got to just do that or you got to go ahead and just not fire them ever. But, you know, so they're doing that and it's like, okay, that's, you know, it's like, whatever, I don't mind it. It's for the sake of fun in this game. Have a laugh, shoot off the torpedoes, claim the thing after you're done. Why is my mouse being weird? Okay. Anyway, so, you know, you can do that with every ship in the game. When the thing is out of ammunition or it's been destroyed, you claim the thing, you get the supplies back, you get all the parts and supplies back in the thing, voila. Eventually, they do intend to make it so that this is removed, but I'm talking about just the present day. So, anyone who goes and says, "Oh, that doesn't matter, it's in the future, so that won't be the case," it's like, I don't fucking care. I care about the present, not the future. Apologies about the swear. Anyway, so, you know, every ship that you see on screen, plus any ones that I don't own, because there's a lot that I don't own. Yeah, we'll go into how it calling the Pisces. It's here now. So anyway, all of those ships, if I claim them, they get all their stuff back. When the Apollo medevac comes into the game, or any of the medical ships come in that will have a med bed aboard of them, so my Polaris, my Pisces, the Apollo, and etc. If I claim them, I don't get the medical bed restocked. So every time I claim the ship, so if I go out on a rescue beacon, it turns out to be an ambush, and just a troll with their F8C just lights up my medical ship, I lose 500 grand immediately. Even if it's a trade where I take them down with me somehow, they just claim their ship, costs them nothing. I am down 500 grand because I don't get the med gel for free. At least that's what I'm hearing. I very much so do not think that's how it should be right now. I think they should have it be the med gels restocked for free. So long as weapons are for free. I've been having a bit of a laugh with it though, just kind of saying, yeah, no, this is Space America, where guns and explosives are free, but healthcare isn't. Adding to that, which is also the funny, is Star Citizen can't seem to keep their own numbers straight because, like I said, um, or from what I've seen in game, from people who are playing on the test server, if you go down and put out a medical beacon, it says you get 50 grand. Then if you go over to their site and you read the things that they put out there about the medical gameplay, it says you get 15K. So, Star Citizen, which is it? Do I get paid one treatment at a medical bed, or do I get 15K? And on top of that, I think that price is a little low since you're probably going to get injured, but it's not a big deal since if you're a medic, you go out there, you do the treatment, you get paid, you go ahead and get banged up a little bit, and then you go, okay, I'll just fly back to Seraphim or Bajani or wherever it is that's nearby, and I'll just go ahead and use a medical bed there and just heal myself for free. So, it's just very stupid in my mind. Like, it is mechanics built around something that doesn't exist because they want to go and say, don't worry, it's coming. So, we'll just have to suffer with this, with what they hope might be their end game goal for how the the med beds work. Well, the other 95% of what's supposed to be there to help make this reasonable isn't there. So, yeah, I just feel like the only thing which I'm kind of hoping that they change when it comes to live is the med gel just restocks with the ship. If they do that, then it puts it on equal terms as all the munitions. So it's gonna help with anyone that does, like myself, that does want to do the medical play, and wants to go around and save people. Which is this? Oh, it's a caterpillar. We're not doing that. I should explain what I'm doing. So there's something I can jump to that's around here. There we go. Is that what I'm looking for? Yep, there we go. Contracts. Yeah, to explain what I'm doing now, though, just to get off that rant, we're just kind of making money, because even though I got 4 million, that's not a whole lot in this game. Because like I said, if I lose my Apollo, to restock the thing fully, I'd have to spend 500,000 credits. So right now I got 8 restocks before it's like, cool, I'm out of money. Did it, what just happened there? It had a marker, but then it just went, nah. Oh, okay. Cool. Whatever. Yeah, the other thing which they changed with these is, they made it a lot easier to go ahead and, finish these off right now. So if you do play the game and you do want the prizes from them, then, you can finish them pretty much in 2 hours of just give or take. Like, from 0 to start, finish. But as you can see, we already got 500 here. Because that's essentially now 1 Hercules if you find one.
Hey, what happened? I thought you were going to do the contract. You know what? It doesn't matter. I still need to find someone else to do the work. Enjoy your time off, I guess. Hey, it's our corp's favorite contractor. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but as soon as you finish this contract, I've got like 2 more I could use you on. So probably shouldn't be wasting time, right? We'll talk later.
But yeah, so, you know, what you do is you just kind of jump around, you look for the ones that are Hercules, you go ahead and, then no enemies are spawning right now, which is... It seems like SIG intentionally did this, so this is a very nice thing if that's the case, where they just made it so it's like, yeah, we'll just load these things up almost to full, or full, so that everyone can just kind of finish it and, you know, enjoy their, the fancy armors. Because, you know, it's like the ship is pretty much full, there's no pirates around to go ahead and do it, or no NPCs around to go and do anything.
Hey, this is Elle. You know, from our corp. Saw that you cancelled the contract.
I hope that's still the same, because it was that way last night, but...
Contract you plan on doing, okay? Hi, this is your first job with our corp.
As you can see, a lot of small ships have just been abandoned out here because they're doing exactly what I'm doing. Well, I should say I'm doing exactly like they're doing, because I learned it from just YouTube videos. You take something small out here, you grab a Hercules, you go ahead and fly that thing back, you unload it, you get lots of work done. I was also having fun with some of my fighters, just ejecting out of them yesterday, or not yesterday. I think it was Wednesday night when I was, no, not Wednesday. Maybe it was Tuesday night. Well, anyway, last time I was doing this, I was just having fun with the fighters, just ejecting out of them into these. We'll probably see more of that, too, because I did claim some of the fighters. They were also the thing that were at the top of my, list. So, you know, it just makes it easy to go and claim them. Yeah, I'm just gonna, to wrap up with the, whole medical thing. It's like, I really hope that they make it so that the med gel is, just restocked with the ship. For now. When they finally do say we're taking away all the things, all the ammunitions being restocked when you claim, and that's like there you can see all the cargo. It's like, yeah, look at how full it is before we... But yeah, when they do that, I'm definitely gonna be okay with them taking away the med gel as well. But with what's in the game right now, I think that should be restocked for free. I really think that they should make it so that it's just like the ship comes with the canisters. It goes and says, okay, those are in there. You get them for free. That way, it's like if I have a really bad rescue and it's like I have to go out there with my Apollo and, you know, just use up 5 respawns, I can be like, no, okay, well, that sucked, but hey, I'll take my 15k or 50k, however much you're giving me. And I can at least go ahead and, gonna turn off the weapons, actually. But anyway, it's like then I can just go ahead and, just say, well, that sucked that I had to go through 5 respawns to get the 6th one to go ahead and, pick up the dude for good. But at least I can just go and be like, okay, claim my ship, go ahead and wait a few minutes, watch a YouTube video, enjoy. But, you know, I guess that'll probably mostly be up to, the people that are going to go ahead and go on the forums and complain. Hopefully they go and make enough of a stink that SIG will kind of go, okay, fine, we'll give you your stuff. We'll give it to you for free. Because, I don't post on the forums just because of the fact that, well, in other games, and this game doesn't do a good job of making me have faith in them reading the forums either. It's like, yeah, no, if I post a plug there and it's like gets a few dozen upvotes or whatever, it's like I don't feel like it is acknowledged by them or any game for that matter. And that it's like I get any sort of validation from saying, hey, if a ship does this and then followed by this, it will go ahead and bug out, and you will just be ejected from it. It's like I don't feel any validation from some random on the internet saying, "Oh yeah, that happened to me too," and maybe someone from the company says, "Oh, we'll look into this from there," because I usually don't see them say that with other things. Or it's so buried amongst other people saying, "Oh yeah, no, this happened. This is how I fixed it. This happened. That stinks." Just get or other people just having a laugh, putting something jokey. But hey, who knows? Maybe they can change my mind on that, where it's like, "Oh yeah, no, it does work." But yeah, like I'm just kind of rambling. Um, I figure that it's like I'm not gonna go and bother with trying to post my rant there because I don't think it's gonna do any good. I could pitch a dozen suggestions as well on what I think they should do to try to fix it, and I will do that with friends just to kind of have a fun and vent with them. But I'm not gonna post it on a forum. Well, I'll even vent and ramble about it here in chat, just because it's like it gives me something to talk about. It's fun, and I know that nothing more than fun is gonna come from it. Fun for me, I should say, because I mean it is that little bit of like there's that bit of debate and conversation and all that sort of stuff with it. But anyway, just a little focused on the landing. Oh, I think we're upside down. Oh, we're gonna bump the roof. I put too much oomph up. I'm not used to Hercules. I never fly them. Have no need for them. For a large ship, they are both nimble and not nimble. It is an interesting blend. Because, they got a lot of vertical control because they got the whole big VTOL engines that they can deploy on the side here. And it's like, those do a great job of doing their job, but... since they got no, horizontal, lateral control, I think it's called. It's like, oh, I forgot to call some of the Atlas here. Because I'm gonna need it. Yeah, the other thing which stinks is, with this is, they didn't, again, I think this is why they did it on purpose. Because the supplies on this thing are no longer what I can use to just cash in for the bigger payday. Which, again, is a mild bummer. But, whatever. It's only a loss of, technically speaking, a loss of 25k. It is a lot more than that because of how much is in here now, though. So... Stinks that they did that. I like that they made it so that we can get the event done, but... Since I'm trying to do this for cash, and I'm not doing this for, the prizes anymore, I really wish I could still do, like, the old way system. Just be like, okay, I got this LC here. I'm gonna abandon this mission. I'll go out back over here, and I'll take the, bring us materials thing, and get those things, and get myself some good money. I wonder, though, actually... Look, just kind of looking at it where it says tungsten, I wonder if it might be something to try where it's like, I'll just take a big ship. Oh, no, but then I'd have to load it up myself, and I don't want to do that. Oh, but anyway. We need to claim the, Atlas here. Because I forgot to do that earlier. Actually, I will pay to have it here in 30 seconds. And it's 800 bucks. According to this, it's already here. We'll just wait the 10 seconds. But what was I gonna say? Right, I was talking about how it's like I wish that the cache for this was still good, cause yeah, like I said, I'm not doing these for prizes anymore. I did finish ArcCorp earlier this week. So it's like I might as well do ArcCorp, but it's definitely that area. It's like I really wish that I could go in and just cancel the mission and cash in on all of that for a buttload of money. Like even if it only credited like the same 120 whatever SU towards this, I wouldn't care. I want the money. Cause yeah. Well, then again, I mean, the other option I guess I could do is I could see how much. Well, the other option is to use the grind in IRL to go and skip the grind here. I'll put it that way. Okay. You're being weird to for this time. Just gonna not touch anything. Well, there we go. I could do this faster if I wanted. If I just had this thing's view locked in to like. Hang on, I can just demonstrate it here in a second. Like if I just locked in like that, it probably would go faster. But I'm sort of just chilling. I'm just like it doesn't seem like I'm getting much better views now than I do at 11 p.m. So, but you know, hey, that is kind of the big reason of why I wanted to go and do this stream. It's like I'm just curious how we get how different it is. Come on, seriously? Fine, whatever. Shorthanding it, I'm doing this stream for science. I want data. There we go. I'm gonna kind of angle myself, I think more this way into the ship. See if that helps at all, because we don't need to be accurate at all when we're looking over that direction. Why are the boxes being so fickle this time? Like, normally you can pull them out easily. Uh... Come on. There you go. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good... Okay, I guess we're too close up on the ship. This is kind of why I've stopped trying to do it the faster way of locking the... or using the view look. Because I find that it's just, those doors on the side of this thing seem to get in the way a lot. You gotta put this thing in a very particular way to get around that. What the hell happened with you? The hell? We'll find it later. You know, and this is also why I don't like that they changed the cargo for these. Not only do I get less money, but it's like I don't... Oh, come on. Like, if that box just decided to not exist anymore, I can't finish the mission because it says I have to deliver 53 out of, but I can only do 52 because one just stopped existing. Like, I think I can still get partial pay, which is okay, but... It's like, yeah... I like the other one more just because it was like, I wasn't concerned about, oh, some of the boxes are missing, sort of deal. The extra pay was nice, but it was just the fact that it was more relaxed. Well, actually, what I probably should be doing is I should just land this thing on the pad and then what you call it, send it all down with the ship or something like that. Whatever. Now, I don't know why you went down, but that would have been nice if you slid in with because of that. But also them switching it to be different supplies makes me think that it's like, this was purposefully done. They were like, okay, well, you know what, it's like the last week or whatever of this. We'll let people try to go ahead and race to get it done. And, you know, all of that. And who knows, maybe it was even done just trying as a last minute sort of thing to try to upset the Hurston lead. Any chance can we find that box that went missing since we got kicked off the ship? Yep, there it is. Come on, I want you on the elevator. Actually, I should be fussing with them that little bit later. I mean, there's gonna be more boxes, and they're gonna throw them all over the place, too. Yeah, it might be faster if we just do that, or it's like we just kind of would offload them off the ship onto the hangar pad, and um, you come. I hate you so much, doors. I think we almost got it emptied out. Nope. Oh, alright. I'm glad at least we can do this, and it's not like, how it was for a while where it's bugged out, where it's like you can only do one layer of boxes and they have to be stacked on the grid. I'm glad at least we can do this, where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw them in the general vicinity, stacked in no particular order. It's just fastest way done. But I mean, after this event's over, I'm probably not gonna bother with any more boxes again. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, as I was gonna say, what you call with the boxes, like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be bothering with any boxes like this again, because game, what the hell? There's nothing but... See what I mean? Game logic here. It thinks there's an invisible barrier between where the projectile is, this, and the destination. So it goes off like that. It's like, I'm fine with it because it is a game. And I'm fine with it just because it's like, yeah, it is an irritation, but whatever. But the reason why it pisses me off is not because of the mechanic itself there. It's just because of the fact of this game with its logic of, we want to be realistic, but we're not going to be realistic for whenever we don't feel like it. You know, that's true of every game. I mean, it's why in War Thunder I don't go ahead and call, you know, it's the Freegal and the Freebrams, not the Eagle and the Abrams. Because, well, to my understanding with the Abrams, if it was accurate, then that thing is a literal aimbot. Because, you know, War Thunder does accurately display that the tank gains weight, but doesn't seem to gain any extra armor. And then on the models, you'll see it where it's like, yeah, no, each time that they upgrade the tank and it gets worse, but the battle rating goes up, a lot more fans and computers and stuff is strapped to the outside of the tank. And none of that is helpful in game, in War Thunder. Okay, is that all the boxes? I think so. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, no, that's right, that's something you kind of don't think about. But, you know, because, yeah, it's like, from what I understand from, things that have been made public, the Abrams basically is an aimbot, in that it's like, yeah, no, this thing has, it has a buttload of computers strapped to the outside of it, so the Thalia can just go and say, hey, I found a tank, it's this far away, I've computed the firing trajectories and everything for you, all I need is human controllers to go ahead and, push the button, and I will shoot. So, it's like, oh yeah, no, I kind of forget about that factor. Sure, the Abrams armor might not hold up in the situations that War Thunder portrays, but it would be able to avoid them outright because it's like, just goes, I see a T90 over there, waiting to kill. Yep, alright, that's everything. Oh, I should have seen how much I had, here. So what was it, 503 or something like that? Yeah, well, we got almost 500 from that one.
Hey, it's Elle. Guess what? Our corp's been so impressed with your hustle out there, they're sending you a little something as thanks. Pretty nice, right?
Uh, I already don't want to move boxes, but I really need the cash. Because like I said, it's like, yeah, I thought I was happy sitting on the 4 million I had. Until they saw what the medical supplies are going to cost.
Yes! Perfect timing on the delivery. Really, really needed this. Our corp thanks you. See you next time.
Actually, I'm kind of curious. I didn't even look at what the race numbers are. Where does it, say everyone's sitting? Well, we're not beating Hurston. 300,000, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't matter. It's just one more free set of armor. I mean, if I got to pick who I wanted to win, it would be Crusader, but that's because I would like to think their armor would look the best with the whole paint job they're showing. But I think actually it doesn't matter. It's just going to be the same black armor with silver trim, and then just has one of the 4 factions on it, or planets, I guess. All right, I opened all the doors. That's why that's opened.
Engines on. Launch complete.
I kind of feel like that what'll end up happening though is with the whole change to the medical gameplay stuff. I feel like what's going to end up happening is not a whole lot's going to change for me. I'll be sitting around waiting for medical beacons to go off, which in theory they should now. But I'll be sitting around doing that, and I'll be probably doing well, if I'm lucky, then two things will be here. Oh, I just picked the wrong one. Whatever. Been doing so many of them, I just paid no attention to where I went. Anyway, finishing my little wishful thinking thoughts here. But okay, fine. But wishful thinking here, I would love it if I could fit the Apollo inside of the Polaris. I don't expect that to be the case, because it seems like it's went up in size to something which is like it's not going to fit.
Anyway, if I remember, I'll call you back. Sorry. Good luck with the contract.
Because, then it would be the Polaris is there basically just to make money while I'm waiting by just doing some bounty hunting. And the reason why I pick that is just because it's big, it's durable, and it has point defense lasers, so I can just kind of chill and have some fun times with that. I guess I can choose smaller bounties, though, and go after those in the Apollo. Now will it let me plot her out? Come on, game. There we go. At least this time it put the beacons up. Anyway. Yeah, I figure it'll probably be I'll do bounty hunting in ships because ships are cheaper to maintain than the person. So, I wonder what size weapons the Apollo will have. But anyway, I figure it'll just basically be either I patrol around and run either. Cool. Thanks, game. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Alright, so I guess that doesn't work. What was I saying? Right. Ideally, I'll probably use the Polaris to go ahead and do the bounties because it's big, durable, and has point defense lasers, so it can just fire for me. So ideally, I'll use that, and then when a medical beacon goes out, I'll just have that thing kind of park wherever it is, and then the Apollo will go out on the rescue mission. And I'll do that. And then afterwards, it'll be like, okay, go back to the, or it might be restock the Apollo if I choose to do that, but I kind of doubt it. But, and then return to the Polaris, and then be like, okay, cool. Resume bounty hunting to go and pay for expenses. Actually, more realistically, is going to be a case of where it's like, I'm just going to pick a station to just kind of live out of again. It was fun living out of a ship for a while, but it's like, I don't think it's going to become practical again, since it's like, I'll need to stop at a medical clinic to buy the supplies to fill up a med bed if I need to. And then after that, it'll just be kind of a case of, I don't know, maybe it will be. I don't know, we'll see what it's like with the Apollo. It just might be a little too impractical between you if I'm switching between two ships. And if the two ships are not able to go and dock up on each other.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright, so let's see. I guess since the Hercules thing doesn't work as I had hoped, we'll claim that. We'll go ahead and send out the Saber.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again.
Yeah, it also depends on how easy it is to find Medgel in the verse as well. Cause to be fair, if Star Citizen does make it so it's like, let's just say that someone goes down in a bunker, then you know what you call it. It's like, okay, well, they put out the medical beacon, I go out there, I try to rescue them, I go ahead and get dropped 3 times, but eventually I pick them up, and you know what you call it. I then scout out, search through the bunker which the person was in after the mission's done, because the way I usually do the medical beacons is or when I was doing them, because they don't exist right now, but it would be, be right back. Alright, what was I saying? Alright, I was saying, because, yeah, the way I was doing medical beacons was, I'd go out with the person, let's call it, person puts out a beacon, I rescue them, and then I'll back them up. Because usually I'm not in any sort of urgency to go ahead and do something. So it's like, hypothetically, let's just say that, beacon goes out there, I get dropped 3 times, I rescue them, I get my 50K, I'm down 250,000. So, it's like, well, I'll go and back you up, I'll go ahead and help you out with the mission and all that blah blah. I don't need the contract if you don't, I don't, a share isn't required, but sometimes they share it. Anyway. Since I'm doing money, probably should do these. I'll do it later. I mean, I might as well also go ahead and just get the prizes first, and then I'll go back to ArcCorp or Crusader and do it from there. But anyway, so what you call it? We run through the bunker, we finish that person's mission. They're all happy and dandy and all that.
Just trying to
Maybe,
keep them safe.
again, this is where it kind of also sucks because it's like, what you call it, the medical supplies. It's like, they're banged up. I'm probably going to be like, yeah, sure, use the medical bed on the Apollo, blah, blah, blah. So, what you call it, their treatment now, I'm down 300K. However, it's like, yeah, in that bunker run, though, maybe what you call it, I find, a Scorpius? Oh, it locked onto the wrong thing. Caterpillar, gross. But like if it's in that if in that bunker I find like 3 med gels or even maybe 4 med gels, then it's like, oh cool, I actually am not down on profits. I it's what you call, I gained the 50K from that, and also I get to stock up a little bit. How is it that I always lose the planet? Actually, I'm gonna go this way just because it's not foggy. I should probably set my spawn on screw. Where does there's Hurston. Oh wait, that's not. It doesn't matter. We just need to jump so we're out of there. Again, a little bit more help and coloring for the UI might be a good thing. Um, like if they just made it so that all markers are just, let's just say, blue. We're gonna simplify it. We're not gonna have it where it's like the HUD changes the color to all these other different things and all that blah blah. All HUD's blue. So it's all that blue that you just saw there, except for the ones that are the local jump points. So since we're in ArcCorp, it's like ArcCorp and its moons and its stations. All of them are green. Just so that it's easier navigation. Noise.
Hey, did you just quit the job? Do you have any idea how much extra work you just made for me? Whatever, I've just...
Game, I need you to give me a jump to that thing.
Alright, look who's back for another contract. Guess you love working for RCorp. Well, you know the drill by now, so I'll just leave you to take care of everything. Thanks.
That looks like a caterpillar. Yep, alright. Contracts. Abandoned. Wrong one.
Hey! This is Elle. You know, from RCorp. Saw that you cancelled the contract. What the hell? Next time, only take a contract you plan on doing, okay?
There's our corp.
Hey, it's Elle. Thanks for handling another job. I'm sure you'll do great. RCorp really needs all the competent people we can get right now. What? Yeah, I'm hanging up.
Hey, there's a Hercules. Doesn't matter what I do, I'm always 400 meters away from these. But, you know, that's not the reason I do that. It's for the fun. I wonder if using backspace in those will go ahead and, eject or just self-destruct. What I should do is I should bring, like, one of the, I should bring, like, my vulture out here and just kind of munch on all of these ships. Because I bet I could do that. I could just use one of these, go and be like, okay, yeah, no, recover the ship, blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to recover it. I'm just gonna munch. I wonder if that makes you more money or less. I feel like it would be less. Or about the same. It's more accurate. Because I think a vulture, when you fully load it, is, what you call it, like 100 and something grand. Just wait here and let game logic teleport me onto the, oh, it didn't. Yes. Touch. There we go. I'll just game logic through this. You know, I'm just kind of curious. Channel, that's what I'm looking for. So it's 2 more to the next reward. I'm not sure I really want it. Actually, what I should probably... Nah, I don't want to do that either. Just thinking what I probably should do is, I should just, run the ASD facilities and see if I can just find, those pieces. Because, I can sell one of those to a player for several million. Or I can attempt to, is more accurate. Honestly, if there was a more player focused market sort of thing where I could just take an item, put it into like a kiosk, it would say, okay, we'll take 5% of whatever whatever your profits are, and I could just sell it at one of those. I would probably go ahead and do that. I'd become a bit of a medical scavenger.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Actually, medical scavenger sounds like sort of what I, well, it's still accurate since it's like if I can get if I can get supplies inside of bunkers or whatever it is, then I'll probably be running those just to try to get supplies for my med bed. But it also depends on how rare they are, because I really would like it if it was like, oh yeah, no, it's like there's a 10% chance that from every box you can find or something like that, or you know, whatever. Yeah, that's probably good enough. I don't know. I guess the only other thing I can think of right now is it's like, I'm glad this game is making improvements constantly. Oh, this is not as good of an angle as I thought. Oh, maybe it is. Because we're going to be more or less standing around here with the Atlas, and we're going to be tossing things down. So yeah, that might be good. Well, as we're at, I'm going to consider roughly the halfway point of the stream. Doesn't seem like streaming in the afternoon is much better for viewership for me. So, not sure if I'll do too many of these, but I mean, for the month of September, I'm probably going to go ahead and try to squeeze in as many as I can. Because, you know, hey, it's more opportunities to maybe get a little bit of pay from this. The more pay I get from this, then the more feasible it becomes for me to do more streams, and the better I can make them. On that note, though, I just remembered something that is real exciting for me, which comes out in a few weeks. Because that Sonic Racing game, I'm so excited for that. I got to play like a full 69 minutes of the game. Like, it's just funny because that's just how much it just came out to be. Because I found out about it on like the last day, like Monday night, when there was, you know, like about an hour left before it was like, come on, all right. Fine, we'll snap you to the back. Or will we? Oh, come on. There. Anyway, found out about the game, like, with an hour left before the thing shut down. Gone ahead and downloaded the thing, done and did, one of the, one offline for, or 4 offline races. Because, you know, that's, when I tried to go online, it just was like, nah, you can't. I don't know if it was because it's like I had to, like, do that first before it would let me go online, or if it was like, despite it saying I still had, like, about 40 minutes before the test was over, it was like, no, we're shutting that down early. But yeah, it was in that like 1 hour play. It was so much fun. I was like, I want this. So you know what you call? I gone ahead and already pre-ordered it, which is not something I do a whole lot with games anymore. But it was so fun. I wanted it. Come on. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're not gonna bother getting them on the grid this time. We're just gonna go in and toss them out. I really don't like Hercules anymore after this. Just because of how frustrating it is with them, with boxes bouncing off of nonsense in them. Because, again, it's just making me go, I wish I could get just more pay and fewer boxes. Like I was doing with the Polaris, because that was that was more fun, I think. This is just take ship, well, you saw. You're seeing it right now. Uh, I forget what it's called. I think it's like Sonic Racing Crossworlds or something like that. It comes out September 25th. And yeah, it's the one that I can't remember which one it was, but it made the huge splash where it's basically got a million crossovers. So it's like, yeah, no, you got Avatar in there, you got Sonic, you got Avatar the Last Airbender, I should clarify. You know, it's like you got that, you got Minecraft Steve, you got SpongeBob SquarePants, so many characters in there, and it's like, wow, this is ridiculous. I hate you. I hate that door so much right now. But yeah, it was like I got to play it for an hour before the thing was down, and it was like, nah, you can't, even though you're trying to play offline, you can't. Because it's like, I wanted to play more. But, you know, anyway, like with all of that, it was like, oh, okay, fine. You've convinced me I want this game. So it's like, and I don't play a lot of racing games, but that one was a lot of fun, so it's like, I'm so excited to go and play that and stream it. On top of that, it seems like it might be a fun game where it's like, I could go and maybe have fun with the community sort of deal. Was like, yeah, no, what you call it? If I had more people to play with, or not play with, if I had more viewers, could fill a lobby. But as is, it's like, no, I can still go and grab like, what you call it, like the three that show up, and be like, woo! And also, best of all, it's not just stuck on one platform. It's on like everything. Say, you know, I'm gonna get it on PC. And the thing which was funny to me was it was a game which I could play one-handed if I wanted. So it's like, I don't know why I need that in a racing game, but it's just funny. Like, because you know what you call it, when I was playing, it was like I was also having dinner, so it's just like I had just a chicken sandwich in one hand and I was racing with the other. So, you know, it seems like it's a great game for just kind of sitting back, relaxing, having some snacks, and, oh, I hate you so much. But yeah, it seems like a very fun, very chill game. I hate that door so much. It is always, always in the way. I just want the boxes to be in the close to there. I don't want them being flung off to the side. I want them just generally in front of the stupid thing. But this stupid door, no matter what I do, is always 100% in the way. And it does make me kind of hate these cargo missions even more because I gotta move 55 boxes. 50-something boxes, we'll call it, because it does seem to change depending on the thing. This is why I also avoid the cats, because it's like, you know, what you call it, just 100+ boxes in that thing, and it's like, haha, no thank you. I hate it enough that I have to move 50 boxes to get just 100K pay. Why would I want to double my work and get the same pay? Ugh. That's the problem with even real life work. It's for some reason people don't seem to, like, bosses don't seem to understand that. They're just like, yeah, no, you do all these things for just, like, nothing. Like, thankfully I don't work at one of these companies, but, what you call it, the ones where they go and try to pull the BS where they're like, we're at this company, we're a family. So, what you call it, make sure that, you know, they're just trying to cheese you out with, just fake loyalty nonsense. But then as soon as, what you call it, something comes up where it's like, oh, well, you know, what you call it, your dog just got hit by a car or something, and it's like, you gotta run off for that. And, then they go and say, you're fired. We're not, that is unscheduled, you know, that is not a warranted emergency or whatever they want to say. I was like, that's so stupid. The loyalty is one way. Like, if you're gonna try to pull that cheese and go ahead and just, try to fake someone into giving you their loyalty and not return the favor, and, you know, it's like there's years of that, it's like, come on. Like, I get if it's, like, the person who's there for, like, 2 weeks and all that, but, no, if it's someone who's been there for, like, 15 years, they go ahead and have to run out for some, it's an emergency or something, come on. It's like one of those things where it's like, nah, Zoomers, I get you on why you just kind of are burned out on work and all that. And I'm a millennial and I'm burned out on it. That's why I keep trying to make streaming my job now, because it's like I just want something that's a little bit more fun. I don't much care for the pay. It's like, yeah, I hate that. It's like I need to pay bills and all of that, but I want to at least have a job where it's like I can enjoy myself again. Not just feel like I'm just kind of existing somewhere for the day. So you can race and complete a Rubik's Cube at the same time? Yeah, you could. But yeah, anyway, going back to that, it's like, I'm so excited for that game. It went from being the game where it's like, yeah, that looks fun, maybe, to it's like, I want it. I want it so bad. Even when I try to use this thing right to go ahead and put it on there, it's just like, nah. Yeah, I kind of hate these missions now. I liked it so much more when it was, the struggle was like, yeah, no, I was just trying to squeeze in those 2 boxes on my Polaris. And just kind of offloading it and getting a little bit more pay, but slower progress. I don't like these missions anymore. I am moving so many more boxes for so much less pay, but I guess I get more loot. Do these carry any of the supplies that I can trade off? Because I think it's all iron, quartz, and medical supplies. Yeah, so I can't use any of them to go ahead and try to trade off on that thing. That sucks. Because I was just about to say, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll just go out there and I'll find just, the other resources the other thing wants, and, just half loot these. That would help with the fun if it was just a noise every time. It's also frustrating that I have to, like, look where it says they are not going to snap to something. Because if I try to throw it when it snaps, it just kind of teleports back to me and goes, nope, never mind. So it means that I gotta aim high, which means that they are likely to hit the roof. Just so I can get them to toss in there. Alright, is that all of them? It looks like all of them. And I guess the silver lining, though, is I don't have to go down to our corp itself because I'm not using my Polaris, but... No, I'd much rather use my Polaris, have something to let that shoot at, and just offloading... What was it? A dozen boxes, maybe a dozen and a half, and I get 150k. Kind of makes me wish that I had done more of it, beforehand, just for the bigger pay. Okay, 56, yep, that's the right number, send it down. Alright, let's stop off at... Actually, we can just claim a Pisces. We can just use the
Alright.
medical Pisces.
Our corp appreciates you completing your delivery and...
Yeah, well, let's see where it puts the Pisces. It's gonna be
Sorry, we have
underneath
to
that thing, but hopefully not in a situation that is, I can't get it out.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, apparently we didn't claim it here? I thought we did claim one here. Nope.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Whatever, claim that one here, and...
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get it here in 90 seconds.
Visit us again. Goodbye.
We should hopefully not pass out in that time. Be fun if it just had a bunch of I wish it could just mod this to have a bunch of different sound effects whenever I threw the boxes. So it could pull like from like 6 or 7 of them. Never know which one you're gonna get.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the... Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Time is it? Hmm. Man, I'm so not happy that it's 130 for moving 50 boxes. I'm rounding it up a little bit just to make myself feel better. This is what I'm trying to find. I just got lost entirely. Oh, cool! You put it directly. Whatever. As long as it isn't pinned under the ship, I can probably still fly this out. Like, again, just this down here, the food and water system, I think that should be removed from the game. It serves nothing but to be a death timer. Because you're out doing whatever, having fun, you go ahead and don't, and then you're not paying attention to that, and suddenly you're out of water, and now you're just dead in space. I think that until they give that more purpose, it should be removed from the game. Like, seriously, I think I would very simply do like what Minecraft has, where it's like if you're above 80%, you will heal. Just so that way that system has value. Like, it really should just be like, yeah, no, you just have a passive heal where it's like, I don't care what the timer is. You know, and it's like, yeah, no, you will heal so long as you have so much food and water. But as soon as it drops below that, you don't get that passive healing. They could even make it insanely slow where it's like, yeah, you get 1% every 10 minutes or something like that, and I would still be happy about it. Just so that it's like those stupid bars at the bottom go ahead and do something useful. Hell, even if it's just you gotta take a dump, it's like, at least then it serves a point for that. But as of right now, it serves no purpose whatsoever except to be an annoyance. It's like, that's what I don't like with this game, is just that it's like certain things in this are there to be an annoyance. They are not there for gameplay. Ten cargo, so what? That's 80 SCU, but it pays more. I'm definitely gonna do some of those later. I don't think I want to do one more of these. Because, I mean, part of the fun, which I liked about them, was that there was actual battles, and that I was able to just kind of have fun picking up some of the cargo, not worrying about all of it, collecting it all up, and then just handing it off to bring us materials. It was so enjoyable, and this way is just, I don't like it. It's not fun. They ruined the fun. Because I don't want the prizes. I don't want, I want the cash. You know what, I think we're going to stop with them then. Actually, maybe we'll do one more just so I can trade off the Hercules. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to turn around and just get back and we're going to get back in my Asgard and we're going to fly that thing back to ArcCorp. I mean, not ArcCorp, to Crusader. Excuse me.
Landing gear deployed. Engines offline.
I'm going to grab my Polaris and we're going to do some bounty hunting with it. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, we're done moving boxes. I hate it. It's not fun. I liked it a lot more when we picked up a few boxes, we got a bigger paycheck, and we got to fight stuff. I didn't care that I was losing all of the additional profits to repair my Polaris. I was having fun. This way is boring and lame. Okie dokie. Enjoy the lurking. I appreciate that they did make it so that it's like, yeah, no, people can go and get the event stuff done. But I don't want to move 50 boxes for less pay. Yeah, same. I think I'm done moving the boxes now. Like, I finished 4 of them just because I wanted money. Because it's like I need it for medical stuff in the next patch. But yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll see if I can get the org to help to get that last like, what is it, 1,000 I think it said I need, or maybe it was a little closer to 1,500. Journal. Second Life. Yeah, we're halfway done. So we need another 1,400 to go ahead and get it done. But yeah, I'm through with that. It's like, so what is that? That's like another 4 Hercules. I could use the Polaris, but it's like there's nothing for it to fight, so it would just mean that I'm adding extra steps to go and get the unload the Hercules to load up the Polaris, to then have that fly down to ArcCorp, so I could unload. Like the most fun I have is when I'm flying to the ship because it's like I'm using my fighters and I'm just ejecting out of them, and that's just fun. But yeah, for now we're gonna use our Polaris to go and just do some bounties. So I gotta fly back to ArcCorp. We're not ArcCorp. I keep saying the wrong one. We're at ArcCorp. We're gonna go and fly back to Crusader so that I can go ahead and get my Polaris out of the hangar and let its point defenses work everything over. I guess if I wanted to, I could use my Phoenix. I did upgrade that thing to go and do some to do the combat too. That's how you completed them. Yeah, that's how I completed the 3 that I'm on. Because right now I live on Orison. Oh really? Fine, whatever. Because fun little trick you can do if you have one of those engines on. There we go. A fun trick I learned that you can do with the with big ships like the Polaris, where it's like, oh yeah, it wants, despite you living on Crusader, it wants to go and use a docking port. So my solution was I just use the shuttle that's in the hangar. I'll request the hangar, request landing from it. Because my Polaris is home there, it gives me the extra large hangar. So, I just get to land the Polaris in my hangar. I can't repair it because, it's waiting for the well, it's an Intrepid right now. It's waiting to try to maintain that, which actually, funnily enough, I think you can do it from inside the hangar of the Polaris because that's close enough to the hangar for it to count. But yeah, nonetheless, for the sake of offloading stuff, it's like that's good enough, and then I just repair the thing when I log in the next day or in a few hours after I go in and do that. But still, it was way more fun. On that note, though, I'm also very happy the Polaris got first place in the ship showdown. I can't wait to see what the best in show paints are going to be. I really, really hope it's not the same like dull purple that they've been giving to all the other ships. I want something that's more. If they're gonna do purple again, I want something that feels a little more fancy and regal, like a darker purple or just a more metallic purple. Not what it feels like a dull, this is the cheapest paint we could find purple. Like make it a pearlescent so that it sparkles and shimmers when, as the ship flies through the sky. That'd be awesome. Or, pick a color that is just like, yeah, that is class. Like I so wish I got into the game back when the Carrick one with that white and gold paint. That is good. I want another paint job like that. Like if I got to make the paint jobs for them, I'd probably want to make it so that they get like a dark blue tinted window, like windscreens. Give them a nice body and some like nice blue detailing. Use your razor or gladius, then execute them. Your 500 ways from the Herc or cat. Then board the ship and escape with the cargo. Yeah, that's a lot of fun to do too. I mean, the only other way I could think of with those paints that I would like, of which I'd be okay with them going, would be if they went with a more funny way of just being like, no, 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 we're just gonna make this ridiculous paint jobs, where it's like, they just pick 3 very bold and absurd colors, make it so it's just painted to be ridiculous, and just be like, no, 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 I'm okay with this. Like, in real life, it's kind of like when people paint their cars up like as in nation flags. It's like, yeah, if they did something like that, that'd be funny too. For me, though, I usually was using my Firebird to try to get in close and you know what you call it, escape in the ship that way. I would not eject, and I would just have the Firebird sit there, just so it could soak up some fire and give me little bit of time to escape. Usually, though, I found that it was like in those situations the ship gets destroyed. Like, you know, the cargo ship, I mean. The way what you call it, Byron does things was also fun, just because it's like his plan was pull up in really big ship, you know, Polaris or Idris, take cargo ship, jump away, then get out of seat and backspace. You would then respawn on your big ship and just fly that thing over to wherever it is you call it the thing, since you know you have the beacon that lets you jump to it. And it was like that is a funny way how to do that too, but it's like nah, I'm just gonna let my Polaris sit here and just wreck everything here. Thinking how big of a bounty I want to go for while I'm using the Polaris. Because on the one hand, I could go with little ones and just let the point defenses take care of everything. Or I could go with the bigger ones, hop on a turret, and just trade a little bit of damage for more money. I might go with that one. I might go with the bigger targets.
Quantum drive is now off.
So glad they added those blinky lights. Honestly, probably the best thing for me to make money is the whole ASDs, because I mentioned it earlier, but it's like if I wanted to go ahead and have that bit of it, go for that risk of trying to loot those, it probably is the best thing I could do for pay, but eh, kind of don't want to do the on foot stuff. I guess I could take this ship and see how well it does for combat. I don't think I'm gonna do that now, though. Like, I remember using it when they gave it to us and when it first came out, and it was like, here's a free loan, or do I play with it? And despite the fact that this thing seems to have 4 shield generators, I forget if it has 3 or 4, it was just like, yeah, no, it falls apart fast. Nothing. I don't know why the landing pad's gone back to doing that either, where it just kicks you out. Got a bleep bloop too. Gotta check that. Well, I mean, overall, though, I am kind of glad that I did use that coupon I made to make this. It's not a bad ship. I'm not sure how much use I'll get out of it, but it's not a bad ship for just kind of flying around a little bit.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. There's that little bit of me that's... We're still gonna use the Polaris, but it's like, I almost want to use the Phoenix. We did upgrade it a bit for that purpose, but meh. We're just gonna wait for that ship to first go down and to finish all the animation things, because I got the feeling if I don't, it's gonna break somehow.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
There it is.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Oh, you know, I forgot about this, but one of the other things I do like that they're going to change with the medical beds is the ability to make it so that you can pick who can and can't spawn on them. Or maybe even use them. Like, I do like the idea that it's like I can set the medical beds to just be like, yeah, no, only I can spawn off of them, or only my org can spawn off of them. I do like that idea since it is something that is interesting for the sake of well, mainly in the sense of kind of like boarding. Because, like, right now, in the event that we got a stowaway aboard our Polaris, someone wants to be a troll and just ends up, and it turns into an endless fight because they also have their spawn point set aboard the Polaris. It's like, it's nice to know that in the future I'll be able to lock them down and just be like, no, only myself, the crew, my friends, or the org can spawn on these. If you do not belong to any one of those, you can't spawn on this ship. Because, yeah, right now it is, one of those things where it's like, I could see it being a little comedic, but annoying. Or it's like I said, if someone stowed away on the ship was just trying to have a laugh and just was trolling me, because it's like, yeah, we're both gonna respawn, we're both gonna have guns and ammo, and we're both gonna go ahead and just be stuck in that. The most I can probably do is just like use the admin thing to try to purge it and then set my spawn back in it before they can go ahead and respond to it, and then I can try to get them off or kill them before. Well, I feel like what would happen at that point is I'm going to be stuck on the medical bed as they shoot me until they run out of ammunition, and then I go, okay, my turn, and they don't come back. But on that note, too, It's like, yeah, I think that, I also don't like the way how they made the medical chargers work, where it's set per medical bed. And by that I mean where it's like, this thing has tier 2s. It has 4 tier 2 beds in it, so that means it has 8 spawns. I think it should be dependent on the ship and the size of the ship and also the job of the ship. I don't think it should be tied to the medical beds at all. I think I'm just gonna go and do just kind of be distracted here for a second, but I think what they should do is they should remove it from the whole, oh, you insert it into the medical beds, or you leave it there, but it goes into a collective pool that is somewhere in the ship. It doesn't need to be modeled in the ship for the sake of gameplay right now. But let's just say that we're aboard this, I'm preparing the Polaris. Is getting ready for combat, or has just finished a combat mission. We come back. We spend 2 million on just replacing the medical gel that was in this thing, and we go ahead and have and we're just kind of chilling over here. Just we get this thing opened over here, and we're shoving those medical things into here, just repeatedly. Just kind of going, oh yeah, no, we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30 of them. Not actually 30, like, would I probably give this? Well, actually, maybe. I'd probably give this thing, like, 24, just so that it's, like, a crew of 12, that's 2 respawns per person. And you shouldn't have all 12 crew members die that often, but if you do, something is horrendously wrong, but anyway, point being, so, this thing holds, like, 24 to maybe 25, just to make it around just one of those better, I'm sticking with 24. So, it has 24. But then you go over to, like, the Apollo, a medical ship that can have as many tier 2 medical beds as it, but it could hold maybe, let's just say, 50. Because it's a medical ship, so it has to have a big reserve, since the medical gel is used for not only respawning, but also treating wounds. So, it has a massive tank of gel inside of it to go ahead and hold that and let it operate. It's like, that's how I would have balanced this, and I would have made it so it's like, yeah, well, right now, I would have made it so it's like, yeah, no, the ship spawns with that filled. Because on top of that, I mean, not only is it something useful to the player and helps distinguish the role of a ship, but also, if you have it so it's like that's something you put on, like, the selling page for the ship, where it says it holds this much medical gel, 24 respawns, 50 respawns, or like the Idris, they could make it so it's like it holds 110 spawns. Just because it's a big capital ship with a lot of room. I probably wouldn't go that high, but, it's like, I probably would give it, like, maybe 60? I feel like that's a little too high, too, but anyway, point being, you make it so it's like you got that big ship, and it's like now, actually, I'd probably go with 40. I'd want it to be lower than the medical ships because it's not a medical ship. But anyway, my point being, you got that so that it's like you can help push the sales of medical ships so that people are kind of like, oh, gee, maybe I should have a Pisces, one of the little C8Rs. Because it's like, I could have that thing with its 3 spawns, or I could go and take something bigger if I can't do that. But, I just think it would have been a better idea for the sake of, helping distinguish the medical ships if it was like, yeah, they got a goo tank. Must have forgot to push the button. There we go. I'm also excited that they're introducing new medical armor. I'm curious to see what they'll make it do that is to help distinguish it as medical armor. Like, one of my org mates last night was saying that with the ping system, it'd be cool if it was like, you do the ping system, that when that's implemented, and then what it'll do is kind of mark everyone in a radius around you that's like, these are your friendlies, this is their health. That sounds really cool. What I'd like to see it do is take it a step further, where it's like, if you're in a squad, it's like, these are the ones in your squad. we're gonna put a little UI thing like how it kind of like how Helldivers has, where it's like this is your team's health. You can see everyone's condition at any time and not have to worry about and not have to be like, oh, let me point a med tool at them. Okay. So, you know, that would be what I'd give the medical one, where it's like, yeah, no, your armor isn't going to be great for fighting, but it's great for keeping an eye on your team's health. Bounty Hunter, that's what I'm looking for. What is this? Oh, okay, VHRTs. Yeah, maybe we'll do that then. Yeah, maybe later. I might just do this one and just take the 100k. No, let's do that one. Let's go and get our certificate. So I guess you can wear heavy armor and carry... Yeah, it did look like they made a heavy version of the medical armor, but I would be saying that area, it's like, I'm okay with trading weapons because I'm a medic. Like, I mean, what I was saying is it would be kind of neat if, like, for example, they made it so it's like, yeah, you get to have a pistol and a med pistol at the same time, but you lose a primary weapon. They could do something like that, too, since for some reason they want to be weird with how they have the weapon system set up. But, you know, I mean, I'm in that area where it's like, when the medical gameplay is here and when the game is set up for it, I definitely am going to choose to, I want to be a medic that is like, I don't need weapons and firepower. I'm interested in picking up another person. So, like, I would trade off, a primary for, like, a riot shield so that I can have that and the stim pistol out. So it's like I can just run at the NPCs, let the shield soak up damage, and pick up the one I'm after. Or a tractor rifle or a tractor beam might also be an option in that case. Oh, that would be way cool. I just now thought of this, but it would be way cool if they made it so it's like you could, again, not just a medic thing, but I'm going to just use it for the sake of a medical thing. But imagine if you could get, you get a backpack where it's like you get to carry nothing with this backpack, but the backpack provides a shield. So, you know, it's like you get an energy shield to protect you against some damage. Just so that it's like you have that opportunity to kind of try to just run and get the person. That'd be kind of cool too, but probably a little too powerful in the sense where it's like, yeah, especially if you combine that with someone with a machine gun. Just get to go Republic Commando on someone and just be a one-man army. I'm gonna try to get them to come down low, because then at least I can keep them where the turret when I jump on the turret, I can hopefully fight him from there.
Try to dodge that!
Or, you know, maybe they'll be stupid and run into the ground. That too is great. Seriously, dude? The AI is so ridiculous with their rammings. I wish I could remember which button I had for the lead and trailing lead thing, because, that would definitely help. Oh, I didn't expect that to kill him. I was just shooting so his shields would recover. Yeah, let's see what bounties I can take now. Bounty hunter, that's what I'm looking for again. I don't see anything that's for a bigger target. Alright, I guess maybe I'll do that. Because, I mean, I know this one's for a player. Alright, let's go get pickles. Mm. Oh, is it on the planet? I thought it was going to be on a moon. Okay, it is. Wait. Guess it is on a planet. On the planet. Wow, I didn't expect that. Nope. Yeah, it looks like just circling back to the medical armor. It looks like they made a light, medium, and heavy. What I'm kind of curious about is how do we get it? I would love it if it was tied to some sort of like rank system. So, you know what you call it? They do got like the whole think it's in here with the journal. Uh, yeah, here they are. Wait, maybe it isn't in here. Well, anyway, there's a way to go and see your, oh, there it is, rep. Because, you know, what you call it, it would be fun if it was, like, tied to something like this, where it's like, oh, yeah, no, you're in the Bounty Hunters Guild, and you get, or in the medical operations thing, and it's like, you kind of level up, and you get the different armors for that. That'd be way cool. Plus, it would be kind of neat, because, like, again, if they really wanted to kind of help, medics out, would be just make the medical gel cheaper as you go up in ranks, but I know they're not going to do that. That would require way too much work. Ah, Hercules. That thing's gonna be a real bullet sponge then. I'm a little tempted, I won't lie. Alright, seems like the Hercules is coming to us, so let's get in position to hover. I would have liked to have dragged the battle a little closer to the ground, but it'll have to do. Yeah, they'll never do that. That requires way too much work. Make a reward for actually playing the game that is tied to the ranking systems that you brought in and haven't done anything with. Oh wow, that's a hammerhead. I wasn't expecting that. I really wish I could see the condition of my shields from this turret. Ah, these guns can chew through that thing. Shit, that's a hammerhead, and look at how fast we took down one of its shield sides.
Shields damaged.
Did... No, why did it unlock it then? It acted as if it was destroyed.
Where the hell are you?
What's bouncing us around that's ramming us? I thought it was the Hercules, but... Well, it didn't make us move there. And the hammerhead is staying far away.
Bastard. Shields damaged. No.
Again, I really wish I had the, I could remember what button I set to the, lag or lead, pip. Because against this, it would be very helpful. Because I need to aim for the cockpit, not center mass.
Asshole. That's gonna leave a mark. Shields damaged. Bastard.
Like, this thing has more, seems to have more shields than the hammerhead. That's so weird.
Shields damaged.
Come on. I regret switching targets because apparently its shields are recovering as fast as it takes for it to orbit us. So we keep knocking them down, but then they keep coming back up. Alright, let's reposition the ship then. Let's see if we can bring it back lower down so that thing can't orbit underneath us like that. Okay, there we go.
Shields damaged.
I really wish I could make those doors just stay open, too.
Radar contact. Shields damaged.
Wow, Hercules shields recover fast.
Shields damaged.
Here we go.
That was one of us.
Oh, I don't want that, right? Whatever. Yeah, look at how fast we took down that thing's shields. That's ridiculous. They need to really buff the hammerhead. Well, let's see how much damage it takes to take one down.
Shields damaged. Shields damaged.
They really need to buff the hammerhead. That's ridiculous. Did you see how much time and effort it took to go ahead and drop that Hercules? We ran out of ammunition chewing through its shields, and then to be able to hurt the thing. We didn't even have a full charge on these guns, and we just were like, all right, well, let's just mag dump the Hercules on that hammerhead. That was ridiculous. That's ridiculous that the hammerhead just took nothing to drop, and that was crazy. That thing needs buffs. Hey, now granted, the Hercules we weren't able to just mag dump into into the critical spot on the ship, but still. The fact that it was like in the time that it took for it to orbit underneath us, it could recover its shields enough that it could tank the damage of flying above. And the hammerhead shields were just like, and they're gone. So fast is crazy. What's the damage on our ship? It looks like that hammerhead took out both of our little lower antennas. The engines are always sparky after a fight, so it's like I don't count that as damage. Hey, do we got any cargo we can pick up from any of these? I'm gonna go check out the Hercules, the wreck of the Hercules over there, because who knows, maybe there's something fun there. You got any cargo in yet? No. Sad. Like, the one thing I'll give the Hammerhead, though, is it did have the firepower to get through the shields and do some good damage to the back end of this ship, but still. But this is also the thing which I think is really dumb, is the fact that it's like, yeah, that contract which you just did there, 100k, not bad. But at the same time, I can go to the Bounty Hunter one. Say I want to take this one that is, probably do this one that's 62k. Because, yeah, it's like, gonna be a lot easier for us to do with this, Polaris. Yep, we do got a red back end. Yeah, nothing a little Tiger Bomb won't fix. Tiger Bomb and duct tape fixes everything. But, you know, like, this one is 60k. It's going to be so much easier to do than what we just did. Because there's not going to be, one, there's not going to be a Hammerhead that can get through our shields, and two, I think it's the same or less amount of ships. So they're just going to struggle so much harder against this Polaris. So, you know, it's just, can we just jump straight there, or is it in the asteroid belt? It's in the belt, okay. Yeah, and it's going to be so much faster to do because, you know, smaller ship. It's probably going to be like a freelancer, or, yeah, freelancer. And it pays 30 grand less. So it's like probably times-wise, this is probably going to be better for me to make money with if I want to do that anyways. So here's the game. Why did you jump us, then switch us over out of quantum? Whatever. You weirdo. Oh, it's a Carrick. Is it just the lone Carrick? Well, I did not expect that at all. Oh, we should go ahead and, drop out a quantum. Well, I know that at least got its two side gunners. Oh, nope, there's another red. You know, we're gonna go and use this asteroid over here. We'll kind of park with our belly to it. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Because it gives us some cover, so hopefully shields get some moments to recharge, and also prevents them from going fully out of our line of fire. I wonder what the character's durability is like, because it used to be one of those ones where it's like I felt like the thing was almost invincible. But as of late, it felt like it's far more its durability has been reduced. But it could just be,
Shields damaged.
oh, oh, that's why. I was like, what the hell is up with the fog? It's just the metal bar it's looking at. Game, please stop switching targets on me. I'm trying to shoot up the Carrack.
What am I paying you for? Help! Shields damaged.
Saying this as a joke, but jokingly, it seems like, what you call it, the Carrack is doing better than the Hammerhead.
Shields damaged.
Maybe it's just because of the maneuvering why the Hercules and also this Carrack feel like they're doing better than than that Hammerhead did. Because the Hammerhead basically just would sit behind us and try to just unload and didn't care that it was getting shot back at. It was using our tactic, except not anywhere near as good. Can I not scan? Okay, I can scan from this. Do you got any cargo in you? That might be fun. No? Okay. Oh, right. I forgot that this stupid thing doesn't...
Shields damaged.
What's the stupid button to switch modes? Because for some reason it doesn't switch it here. Controls... No keybinds, that's where I want to be. Turret. Is that it? Because I switch it over to the scanning mode, it's supposed to switch it back when I flick the same thing again, but then it just doesn't. And I don't remember what button I have to press to switch it back. Oh, right, it's the middle mouse button, okay.
Shields damaged.
Well, for some reason, it said you do have metals in you. Huh. So then why didn't it show up when I scanned it? wonder if the turret on the other side can get him. Didn't this just... no, I'm skipping it. Next song. Swear I just heard it. That was fun. I wasn't expecting it to be a carrick.
Welcome to Space Industries. Join the line. System check. Shields damaged. Shields damaged.
Um... That was a little weird. I just kind of had that, pause moment there, because, I went to just check on OBS, and, it was like, nah, that doesn't exist anymore. So I was like, uh-oh, did the stream go down? No, we're fine. Alright, let's go check out that carrot, because maybe we can go and pick up some of the, other supplies to go ahead and, hand in. What is... carryable... Oh, wait, are those parts inside of it? What the hell is... TBOFL commodity metal? Gonna raise this up a little bit more so that I got room for the ramps. Should I need to deploy them or open them? Because I figure we're gonna jump in, take a look inside of it, and then we'll go ahead and determine if I want to grab anything off. That's right. Yep, I got this. Oh, I should probably there. Because it did just shift around in my seat. Oh, that's neat. One of the turrets came off. Right? Poor Carrick, being used by mercenaries or whatever. Those look like the warning lights that are supposed to be put on the ground. Is the Carrick supposed to have those? Oh no, I think it does have those lights. Okay, what is this? Well, let me grab it for some reason. Okay. I guess I can't get in that way. Oh, but this is placeholder. How much do you think, how many SEUs if this is 16 SEUs a placeholder will sell for? You have missions. You hate when you have missions to shoot down ships you like? Yeah, I know what you mean. Placeholder. What is this? Nope. Quartz, I don't care. Iron, don't care. This is where that it also destroyed, like, the bridges that go in here. Titanium. Was titanium one of the things that we get for the trade-in? Contracts. No, tungsten. Medical supplies, medical supplies. I wish you were one of the bigger boxes. I don't want to take a 1 SU box. Yeah, it's tungsten, corundum, and copper or something, or however it's pronounced. As I've just rediscovered. This is where that it kind of guts the ship out too, where it's like, oh yeah, no, you can just float between the floors now. What's this? Those look like fuses? Sure, we'll take a fuse, why not? What are those, more fuses? Yeah, fuses. Okay, sure, I'll take them. You never know. I have no idea how these work on a Polaris, so it's like I don't know if they do or do not even function in it. But having backups isn't bad. I'm guessing this is where the med bay is supposed to be, but, oh no, this is where the hangar would be. Probably both. Seeing we're floating in this thing. Can we pull any of the parts out of this, or is it just the fuses that we can get? Because, I mean, here's, like, the parts of the ship. But it's like they're modeled and all of that, but it's like, really? I can't pull them out? That's a bit disappointing. What are these? Are they more fuses? They look like fuses. Nah, that's a little disappointing. This makes me even sadder that I had to blow up a Carrack. It won't even let us get any parts from it. Oh, what are these? Processed food, processed food. Medical, oh, more processed food. Medical. Oh, there's a titanium. Yeah, I will take that. I'll just put it here for now. Medical. Wait. No, you're just a 1 SCU. I would love to take these medical supplies for the sake of, for the, event, but since it's like they don't give anything, it's like, meh. Nope. Now who's bleep booping me? Well, apparently it's almost dinner time, so guess that means we'll be ending soon. So yeah, we'll load this aboard, we'll kind of do a little bit of wrap-up stuff, and, yeah, then I'll probably see you guys later tonight. Or if it's YouTube, I don't know when the VOD will go out. It'll probably be, either the same night or the night, before. I don't know, that's what I gotta figure out. But, you know, plans are getting in motion for dinner. I myself wouldn't mind, like, pizza or something like that. That sounds pretty good. Ships like this make me so excited for the day when we can have NPC crew. Because I would love to have, like, the 2 waste gunners just be be manned by NPCs. Because not only would that be nice, since they're kind of like the position that I don't want, I don't think as a player, I would think that's a fun place to be. Your firing arcs are just so mediocre. They're not bad, but they're not good either. It's like, you know, what you call it, and with the way how the ship maneuvers usually, it's like, yeah, you probably aren't always gonna have a bit of a struggle to get firing shots. Because I'll admit, I'm gonna prioritize the top gunners just because they got bigger guns. And they're both up there, so it's like you get a lot of firepower on a target that way. Probably worst one is that position right there, which is just on the belly, the back and underneath. The belly gunner. Because it's like, yeah, you can't really shoot at anything if it's in front of the ship. You can only shoot if it's underneath and behind the ship. And even then, you're kind of blocked by the engines. Honestly, I might go and just kind of load up the ship this way in a sense with just grabbing a couple things of tungsten or whatever I can find next time I play. Anyway, let's go ahead and plot our route back to Orison. Game, seriously, you're gonna do this? Fine, whatever. Thinking about it, what I'd probably do if I was going to adjust the cost of stuff in this game, I'd make it so that the ammunition was cheap as hell. So, you know, just using this Spaaaaace here just because there's... I didn't fire any torpedoes because they're too expensive. 700k. I would still be grinding a lot if I was trying to replace one torpedo. Because, you know, between the 2 bounties we did with this thing, made about 160 before repairs. The repairs for this thing, probably we're looking at, I'm going to guess, 20k or less. Because we didn't fire any countermeasures, we didn't fire any missiles, we just fired lasers, and hull damage seems to be pretty easy to repair. I feel like what Star Citizen should do is make it so that munitions are cheap as hell, where it's like, yeah, no, it's 1,000 per Polaris missile, but the hull damage is really what's going to go and eat you alive. Or it's like, oh yeah, no, your Polaris, the thing's pretty banged up, like this damage we have now here, yeah, that's going to be 800,000. Just so that you kind of go, yikes, and you go in a little more cautious with it, but also so that you use the long-range weapons to try to end an engagement before you get damaged. Like, that, to me, would make a little more sense, instead of being like, oh yeah, no, we're just going to get in there, we're going to brawl, and we're going to go ahead and not care. But to be fair, that is fun. A lot more fun than being, like, 8 kilometers out and eating Polaris missiles, which would be close. More likely you're probably sitting out there at 14 or maybe 16 even. But yeah, I hope you had fun with us. Going for an evening stream was nice for a change. Didn't seem like it drew in any more eyes than what I was than normal, so I was kind of hoping that we would have pulled in a few more, but I don't know. All things considered, good little night of fun. Okay, where's my where's the flashing lights? There they are. Actually, I spotted the starfish before I spotted the lights. But what was I saying? Ramblings aside, had fun. Gone ahead and was a nice little bit of this and that for gameplay. And yeah, we're gonna be back later tonight with well, something. I got it listed in this Discord, so join that. Which you can do that through multiple different ways. There's of course the link here. If the yeah, okay, good, the bot's working. There's also the picture that says Discord if you're watching here on Twitch. Ooh, sorry, I got hiccups apparently. Or YouTube, the link's in the description, so click the doobly-doo wherever it may be, and, join. Find out what I'm going to play and when I'm going to play it. For September, I'm hoping that maybe I can squeeze in a few extra streams, just because, I wouldn't mind the extra pocket change, I'm going to be honest there. Because, the subs are cheaper right now, so, now's a great time to go ahead and buy them, or buy them in bulk, or however they work. I have no idea how it works right now. I just know it's, like, cheaper by, like, 25% or more. Now then, time for me to use this trick. Like I said, it does stink because I can't repair the Polaris right now, but it does give me the hanger. But, yeah, I figure what you call it. I'll see you guys, later tonight. I think I got listed on there as Helldivers and or something else, like War Thunder or more Star Citizen. I might go with War Thunder for a change. It depends on if, the org's doing stuff in Star Citizen, because, as you can see, I'm kind of tired of doing the whole boxes stuff. I don't really want to do any more of them. I kind of want to get more cash because of the whole medical gameplay changes. I'm happy that there are finally changes coming, but I really, really wish that there was just a case of where it's like what you call it. When I claim my medevac after just getting trolled, it'll just be like, yeah, no problem. Here you go, 5 refills free. Or just after a rough rescue. Because I don't care. They could have left it at 15k. But if it's like I can just claim the ship and yeah, I'll get my med gel back, I'm happy. I just wanna go around and just pick people up. I don't want to put them down. So, I mean, if I got to change it around, then really the only thing I would have done is, yeah, I'll make it so that it's like you don't really get paid good for being a medic. I'm okay with that. I just want the med gel to go and be restocked whenever I lose my ship. But, it is the test servers. It's not even in the pit in what I'm playing right now with the PU, the public universe, I think it stands for. It's like, yeah, they could always change it from between now and then, or even in a later patch. I mean, it could just be like all of September kind of sucks eggs, as it's like, yeah, no, medics don't want to do things, so they go, oh, it seems our plan to bring back medical gameplay didn't bring it back. We'll make the med gel restock. So, who knows? We'll see what it's like. The only other thing I can think of is not related to medical gameplay that I'd like to see a change of, which is, while I'm living on Orison, I wish that when I had with my, Polaris, when I called, for a hanger, it gave me my hanger instead of, a docking tube. Because, yeah, this patch is still kind of the same as the last few, where it's like, if you want to live off of this thing, you can't use docking ports. Because, they are still pretty consistent on breaking, the bed logging for some reason. Game, seriously? You shut the damn door on me when I'm right there. I had a very nice landing, and then you do that. Ugh. They need to give you more. They need to put a time. They need to show you the timer on those doors. Make it 3 minutes, put the timer on screen, tell you that you got this, and then so that you know how if you got a rush or not. And yeah, see, it won't let me repair. It thinks it belongs to the Intrepid. Well, whatever. I'll fix it next time. For now, though, I will see you guys in the future. Danny?